764-9777. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
A 1-hour extravaganza today. If you'd like to hop aboard, it is Smokey Mike and me today. Saddle up. Are you already making your weekend plans for the impending doom that is coming? Boy, I'm taking a look at the news right now, and it's Winter Storm Watch 2022. I mean, it is. Listen, I know weather's a big deal. I get it. I understand it. Weather's a big deal. Just,
what are you talking about? I already started with that last week with the kids. They were already delayed first day back.
Oh, that's right. That's right. See, a week ago today was the impending doom of driving from here to Indianapolis. And let me tell you, north of Nashville was just awful. I mean, I cannot express to you how awful it was because there was road construction, and then I used the Waze app. So I'm riding up with Scott Tyson, and the Waze app says, get off on this exit. Sure, why not? Let's get off on this exit. It's a skating rink. I mean, it was just a flat-out skating rink. And I'm driving, and we're slip-sliding up a hill, and we get to the very end of this quote-unquote shortcut. There's a jackknife tractor trailer.
Beautiful.
Halfway up the hill. Yeah. So everybody's turning around, just doing the same loop, and we got there. We got there.
65 is just generally, like, you don't get off of 65 going up to Indianapolis from here. I mean, that's just asking for trouble, and I have done that trip about, say, 20 times in my life, so I think I would know a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Nashville and Louisville are generally the two problem areas of anything on 65.
Well, that was at least what we were told when we got into Indianapolis, what people were doing, because Indy was expecting a Super Bowl type of onslaught of people. But what we were told by a number of Bama folks that at least communicated to Wes, incidentally, Wes is feeling better. We're glad the big man's feeling better. Hopefully he'll be back here on Monday. But what we were told is that a lot of Bama folks just drove to Louisville, parked in Louisville, and just did the back and forth from Louisville, which is basically from here to Birmingham, Huntsville to Birmingham.
Exactly. I mean, every time I look at Indiana, I always think it's like Indiana's probably the closest thing to Alabama in this nation that you could see elsewhere with just the way it's all set up, because Indianapolis is like how Birmingham was back in like the 90s and all that, where you get just open fields.
What part of Birmingham are you talking about? Downtown Indianapolis is beautiful.
Oh, it is. It is. But I meant
what
like
part of
outside.
downtown Birmingham is beautiful?
No, I meant outside of Indiana, like outside of Birmingham.
Okay.
And all, like you get all that woods or like crops and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, Indiana and Alabama are extremely similar, and especially with the people that live in Indiana compared to the people in Alabama.
All right, so if you'd like to lodge some complaints, throw them Smokey Mike's way at 256-576-4977. Just a 1-hour deal today. We'll talk a little NFL playoff football going on this weekend. In fact, let's see. We've got 2 games coming up tomorrow with the Raiders and the Bengals. Currently, that line says Bengals by 5.5. Also tomorrow is New England at Buffalo. Boy, the weather conditions that I've read and that is being talked about, it is supposed to be frigid there right off the banks. There might be some lake effect snow. There might. I am not going to Buffalo, New York anytime soon because it is supposed to be frigid tomorrow night for New England at Buffalo. We'll see whether or not the Patriots employ what they did the last time they were in Buffalo. And what was that, 2 passes? I think it was 2 passes. It was 3? It was 3 passes? I really wouldn't be surprised to see them employ that same strategy. Worked the first time. Bills got them back in New England a few weeks ago. But right now, Bills are a 4.5-point favorite. Sunday, we get 3 games on Sunday. Right now, the defending Super Bowl champ, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that is the largest line of the weekend, 8.5 for Tampa Bay over the Eagles. We'll see what happens there. Also on Sunday, 49ers Cowboys. I mean, if you love a good jersey game, that's your good jersey game for the weekend. Of the 49er jerseys against the Cowboy jerseys, it's been fun. I've got a number of Cowboy fans that befriend me and tell me how great the Cowboys are and then how much the Cowboys stink. And right now, Dallas a 3-point favorite at home over San Francisco. Other lines this weekend. Oh, I lied about the biggest line. The biggest line is Sunday night. Kansas City is a 12.5-point home favorite over Pittsburgh in what will all likelihood be Ben Roethlisberger's last game in a Steeler uniform. And then we do have Monday Night Football with Arizona and the Rams. Why we get Monday Night Football, I'm not exactly sure, but the NFL just kind of does what they want to do, and we get Monday Night Football.
Ratings.
I guess. I'm just so used to the playoffs being that self-contained weekend adventure, so this feels a little weird. Rams a 4-point favorite over Arizona this weekend. All right, one question I know I'm probably going to get. I don't know the answer to said question. Are we doing pick 2? I was not told, hey, go ahead and do pick 2. So I am suspending pick 2 for today. So if you'd like to call in, just give us a chat. Feel free to call in to the Neighbors Wealth Management hotline at 256-576-4977. We've also got a lot of college basketball this weekend. In fact, Alabama is at Mississippi State, and that coverage will start at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Also at 4 o'clock tomorrow over on Zone 2, it's a big one. And it's right here in our own backyard. If you're looking for something to do, you've got the UAH Chargers playing host to Union. And the Bulldogs are right now first in the standings in the Gulf South Conference. So that's a big one for the Chargers as they won pretty soundly last night over Christian Brothers. So we'll see what happens there. Again, that will be on Zone 2 tomorrow at 4. And then we've also got hockey tomorrow night as well. And I want to say that hockey game is over the airwaves. Let me see if I can't bring it up. It is indeed over the airwaves. Evansville at Huntsville, as the Havoc have lost 2 games in a row at home, both to the Knoxville Ice Bears, but are still in first place in the SPHL. And tomorrow night, St. Jude night as well, a very special night of the year on the calendar, raising money for a very, very worthy cause over there at the VBC. Let's head out to the breezeway, shall we?
Hey, Steve.
How are you, Rat Cephas?
I'm looking at this beautiful moon.
Oh.
It's a full moon out here.
Okay, we got a full moon tonight. That'll just add to the fun, won't it?
Oh, definitely. But talking about, what were we talking about?
You were talking about the moon.
Oh, it's a totally full moon. It is beautiful.
Yeah, I usually take pictures of the moon and send them to my daughter because she knows every phase of the moon, of just whatever they're called. She knows it. I don't. So I just texted her, what phase of the moon cycle are we in?
A full.
Oh no, she'll tell me. Here it is, the waxing gibbous moon. So
Waxing gibbous.
Hey, that's cool. But it is just wonderful.
Is that moon shining, Rat Cephas?
There's no doubt about that.
Hey, that reminds me of a Cat Stevens song.
Was it a Cat Stevens song? I'm not up on my Cat Stevens. I'm not.
Moon shadow, moon shadow.
Keep going.
I'm being followed by moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on the moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow.
Well done. Well done there, Rat Cephas. That's the first karaoke I think we've had from you, sir.
No, you had my walking on the.
Well, no, we've had you. We've had the visual of you dancing on a bar, doing the moonwalk on a bar, but I don't think we've ever had you sing a full song.
That was Michael Jackson.
Was it Thriller? Was it Billie Jean? Or what? Which was it?
It was Beat It.
Beat It.
Oh, Lord. I'm losing my mind.
I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. Riding shotgun.
Hey, Bama played a pretty good game against Auburn the other night in the round ball.
You talking about Tuesday night? Well, I thought Auburn, boy, they flexed their muscle big time, and Bama came back to tie it, but getting down by 14, that is a hard thing to overcome even at home for Alabama against a very talented Auburn Tiger basketball team, rather. And right now, this is an Auburn basketball team that when the seeds come out, if they stay like they're looking right now, this is a 1 seed. They are playing like a 1 seed right now in the tournament.
And I listened to the your call on the UAH or
last night against Christian Brothers?
No, the one before that.
The one
they
before
beat Christian Brothers. They look Christian Brothers like a red-headed stepchild.
They certainly did. The previous game that we did over the airwaves was a week ago Thursday at Montevallo. That was a loss at Montevallo.
That was an upset, wasn't it?
Montevallo's playing pretty decent, and right now the Chargers are at 500 in GSC play, but it's a very young team, although we are at the point now, at least I am at the point right now where I'm kind of sick of saying that they're a young team. They do have 11 freshmen on the squad, but a lot of those freshmen have plenty of minutes on their resume, so moving forward, we'll see how they adjust to big boy basketball moving forward.
Hey, these Georgia people are happy, aren't they?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of happy Georgia folks. I'm in that population.
And congratulations to all them. You can't win them all.
But if you're Nick Saban, you can play for them all, it feels like.
You can. But you ain't win them all.
Well, hang in there, Rat Cephas, and maybe grab an extra fifth for Sunday when we get that impending weather coming in with snow and some ice.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I might put me up some blankets on the breezeway.
There is no doubt a 2-blanket minimum is needed for Sunday for the breezeway.
Hey, Steve, it's nice talking to you.
Likewise. Thank you, Rat Cephas. It feels like officially official, a show, when we get to talk to Rat Cephas. 256-576-4977, the telephone number. If you would like to give me your plans on what you're doing on Sunday, on whether or not you're just making it a movie day. You got football all day on Sunday, so you got that as well. Or if you've got honey-do list that is ever growing now that the college football season clearly in the rearview mirror. So let me know what you're doing. 256-576-4977, the telephone number. Mentioned Alabama, Mississippi State. That coverage starts at 4 o'clock tomorrow. UAH and Union is also at 4 o'clock tomorrow. That is on Zone 2. Evansville at Huntsville. That is some SPHL hockey for you coming up Saturday night. I'll have the call for you as well there Saturday night over at the VBC. But Saturday looks okay weather-wise, but it is Sunday that is starting to look like, so let's see here, isolated, higher totals. I'm watching the weather right now, and 2 to 4 inches in Jackson County and DeKalb County and half of Madison County. This is the new weather lady over at the CBS affiliate. She drew a straight line through Madison County like there's like 10 people in Madison County. So if you're more of the Jackson County side, you're going to get more snow, but it looks like a trace to 2 inches, which means what? We're going to get like 1.5 feet?
Maybe like wet. That's about it.
Well, the last snowstorm that came through, that was as heavy of a snowstorm I can ever remember living here for over 2 decades.
Actually, that wasn't too bad considering, you had the 60, 70 degrees a couple of days before that. So then everything.
The day before, it was 70 degrees.
Yeah. So concrete didn't ice up or anything. So it was actually almost like the perfect snow to where you could still drive everywhere and everything.
Except north of Nashville.
Yeah.
Except north of Nashville.
You're never going to live that one down, are you?
Who put that travel plan together? Anyway. Jay in Athens is up next. How are you, Jay?
Hey, Steve, doing well, buddy. How are you?
Doing real well. Appreciate the phone call.
Hey, first off, great interview last night with Barbara Daly. That was
she's
that
a
was
pistol,
awesome.
isn't she?
She's a mess. I remember she used to be on Feinbaum a lot, and but that was great for you to have her on last night and the stories she's told, and I just really enjoyed it. And I didn't get to tell you the other day, but we appreciate you and Wes and all y'all sponsors for doing the Facebook Lives and all that in Indianapolis. That was real fun to watch as well. So we appreciate y'all doing that.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you saying that. I really do. Yeah, we thank all of our sponsors, and we tried to cover it as best we could up there in Indianapolis. Double-coated and double-gloved as best we could.
I heard that because I know it was cold compared to what was here.
Yeah.
But being in the know with Georgia sports or whatever, what's the latest you heard with it? Are they still? What about the Braves and Freddie Freeman? You heard anything lately, Steve, about that?
Boy, the quieter that gets, and it is deafening quiet. The more I'm not hearing too much, which just makes me nervous that we are going to see Freddie Freeman in a Yankee uniform. I even hate saying that out loud. I really do. But the quieter this gets, the more it feels like his days are numbered in Atlanta. Or should I say Cobb County.
How much do you think the lockout is playing a factor with this?
I'd like to believe a lot because I am of the opinion that opening day, if we're lucky, is going to be May 1st. I really don't see opening day happening on time. Hope I'm wrong. I know they're trying to do like a little Band-Aid fix for the collective bargaining agreement, but if you read how far the owners and players are, boy, it's
a stretch.
it's light years. It feels like they're in different dimensions. But the good news is we do get minor league baseball, and that's going to start on time. So we will get Trash Panda baseball in 2022 no matter what.
That's a good thing there. But again, Steve, thanks again for all the coverage of last week, and thanks for the good interview with Barbara. And we're going to sit at home Sunday and watch some football and try to stay warm. But I got to go back to work Monday, and
I do too.
I dread that. But
yep.
But I'm used to these 4 day. I work 4-10, so I'm used to them 4 day weeks, 5 days. But you have a great weekend, Steve. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate the phone call. Yeah, it's boy. We'll be working Monday. Monday is I know a holiday, but we'll be working right here. Get full reactions to what happened over the weekend. Auburn, I want to say, is at Ole Miss this weekend.
You are correct.
And Auburn, Texas A&M is the team nobody's really talking about in SEC basketball right now. And that is a team that could be another number one seed if things play out. Just taking a look at the full landscape, Auburn has a real legitimate shot at being a 1 seed. I know we're talking January the 14th, about 2 months from now, but the way Auburn has set themselves up and the way that roster looks, that's a fun team. That is a deep, athletic, fun team to follow, and they make their free throws too. If you make your free throws, which I know sounds boring out there, but if you make your free throws and you're as talented as the Auburn Tigers, then we could seriously talk about another Final Four run for Bruce Pearl.
Well, you got to admit that Auburn is most definitely head and shoulders above everybody else in the SEC right now. But as you talk with A&M, they really hadn't played too many people. And their grind coming up, they've got Kentucky, LSU, Vols, LSU again, Auburn, all within the next 8 games. So we're going to find out about A&M after those 8 games.
Listen, and Bama found themselves early, and it's gone away the last couple of games. They're not as strong as they have been defensively, at least in the first semester. And Noah Gurley's finding his way as well on that team. And just of the handful of games that I've seen, Quinterly is as good as you can get at the point guard position. I will stand by that. I think he is as good as you can get. And if you have a point guard like that, you've got yourself an opportunity. But the game at Mississippi State this weekend, that is going to be a fantastic game tomorrow between Alabama and Mississippi State. Let's take our first time out. Speaking of Barbara Dula, if you missed it from earlier in the week, we're going to re-rack it in hour number 2.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here. Right now, indoor air quality occupies top-of-mind awareness for families and business owners. Rick Smith and the trusted professionals at Environmental Comfort Systems can take care of your indoor air quality concerns with their state-of-the-art indoor air quality solutions. Environmental Comfort's indoor air quality systems remove 99.9% of airborne contaminants so you and your family can breathe clean, fresh air. If anyone in your family suffers from allergies, or if you just want the security of knowing the air you breathe inside your home is free from viruses, bacteria, pet dander, dust, and odors, Environmental Comfort Systems are the professionals to call. Environmental Comfort also carries state-of-the-art, high-efficiency comfort systems that increase home comfort, keep humidity in check, and help you save money on your energy bills. Give my friend Rick a call or visit them online at envcomfort.com and breathe cleaner air today. Environmental Comfort Systems, Alabama license number 92314.
Sitting here with Mark Kent of Southern Fidelity Mortgage Group of Huntsville. Mark, do you help pre-qualify people?
We pre-qualify people all the time, Wes. As a matter of fact, I love having them coming in here because when they come in and they pre-qualify, they can leave my office knowing exactly how much they can buy and have no worries.
Mark, tell me about your rates and pricing.
Well, Wes, this is something we're really, really proud of. Long story short is, I love being able to provide the best pricing in town. Honestly, I cannot tell you the last time I lost a deal to either rate or pricing, something I'm very proud of.
So what all financing options do you have, Mark?
We do several different things. If you're purchasing a home, we can handle the purchase. If you're wanting to refinance your home, of course, rates are at the lowest they've been in the last 3 years. We do a lot of refinancing. If you're building a home, we can handle the entire process from breaking ground to the final close.
Do you sleep with your phone?
Wes, if you want to reach me, you can call me at my office phone, which is 256-562-1000. But always remember, I sleep with my cell phone at night. That number is 256-656-5936.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
For 50 years, our mission, do the right thing and make long-term decisions. We value our customers, and we invest in supporting you. We use our own technologies to automate, to provide you the best support possible. And we have the strongest guarantees in the industry. I just can't tell you I'm going to provide you great support. I have to prove it to you with my actions.
Everybody knows the fun begins when you get to the end zone, where you can enjoy half-price apps every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, half-price burgers every Tuesday, plus late-night pizza specials and a spectacular menu that includes jumbo wings, half-pound burgers, Tex-Mex, and an incredible selection of craft beer, and plenty of big-screen TVs. It's all happening at the end zone, 1851 University Drive, 2030 Cecil Ashburn at Jones Valley Station, and coming in early 2022, Mid-City End Zone at 1115 McMurtry next to the Target Shopping Center.
Tom Abraham here for my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, from first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
This segment of The Drive is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, located online at WoodyAndersonFord.com with 2 locations, Hughes Road in Madison and Jordan Lane in Huntsville.
Only 30 minutes left in this Friday edition of The Drive. Since I put the best of together, I can tell you Corey Reamer is on the best of coming up in hour number 2, along with Sylvester Croom, the Hall of Famer himself who joined us earlier in the week. And yes, indeed, Barbara Dooley, the First Lady of Georgia football, made that very clear to us yesterday. Also appreciate Hoss Johnson for filling in for West Neighbors yesterday. It was good to see Hoss. We need to catch up with Hoss more often, quite frankly. That's on me. The news and notes of the day, if you happen to be just getting into your vehicle and you don't look at your phone 400 times in a given workday, if you happen to be that guy, well done. But if you are that guy, big news for the Crimson Tide today, as DeMarco Helms is set to return for the Crimson Tide football team. DJ Dale is also returning to the Crimson Tide next year, as is, get ready, every time this name is said by Eli Gold, you know who you're getting, and it's Henry, let me try to do it, Henry To'o is coming back for the Crimson Tide as well.
I call him Henry T, and still doesn't look like he can defend a slant. I know from
somebody's
personal
just bitter over there.
Experience.
Yeah. Yeah, were you happy with year one of Jeremy Pruitt? Jeremy Pruitt, goodness gracious.
Year one of
Pruitt. I know. That is a big time demerit on me. I just got through hearing his name last hour on the Feinbaum program. That's on me.
I know the New York Giants were happy with year one of Jeremy Pruitt on their coaching staff.
Heupel. Were you happy with year one with Heupel?
I was, actually. Very good improvement. Once Milton went out and Hendon Hooker got put in as the quarterback, the way the offense rolled. The first quarter was fantastic each and every game. The second quarter sucked. The third quarter was a little bit better than that. And then the fourth quarter, it needs to be more consistent. First quarter was all, Tennessee led Georgia and Bama at the end of the first quarter, and then after that was just dead to the world. I mean, but I'm actually really tempted to go up to the state line with Hooker being 40-1 odds for the Heisman.
Is he really?
Very tempted on that one.
So I guess the last Heisman Trophy winner that didn't win anything of significance, would that be RG3?
Maybe. Let me look it up.
I mean, there's a chance. And when I say win something, I mean like a conference championship. Maybe did Baylor win a conference championship that year?
No, I believe that was Oklahoma that won that one.
Yeah, okay.
Or no, not Oklahoma.
Oklahoma
I think it was
State?
Gundy. That won
Oklahoma
that one.
State? Yeah. I was thinking it was Oklahoma State. Anyway, phone line's open to you if you'd like to participate. Also, news of the day. Things that I thought I wouldn't read in January if you took me back to early August. Do you remember before Texas and Oklahoma said, yep, we're going to the SEC? Do you remember the time before Texas and OU decided we're going to go to the SEC? We were on a fast track, and I mean express lane, no traffic, going 80 miles an hour towards expansion in the college football playoff. You remember that time? All right. Atlantic Coast Commissioner, ACC Commissioner, Conference Commissioner Jim Phillips took a strong stance saying, to the ACC, we don't have a college football playoff problem. He said during a conference call with reporters today, we have a college football and collegiate athletics/NCAA problem. The NCAA is expected to ratify new constitution in its convention next week, paving the way for decentralized governance of college sports and a transformation of Division I. The membership of the ACC is very much aligned in its position, and it is not the time to expand the college football playoff.
Ooh, and speaking of the ACC, the answer to your Heisman Trophy question as we transition through that, Lamar Jackson would be the last Heisman Trophy winner that didn't win anything of significance over there in 2016. But that's quite interesting considering that Notre Dame does have a loose relationship with the ACC, and all the ACC would have to do is pick up one more team.
Yeah, we saw Notre Dame pick up an ACC championship in football, but then immediately say, no, we're good. We're good. We're going to go back with our independent status. The ACC commissioner cited changes to Division I along with the continued need for federal legislation regarding name, image, and likeness compensation for athletes. The lingering ramifications of last year's Supreme Court ruling that struck down the NCAA's limit on athletes' educational benefits, and the possibility of athletes organizing, say it with me, union. That U word is starting to crop up again, but we'll see what happens, as that could potentially be about 4 or 5 years down the road. So no expansion. I get what we were told at SEC Media Days. And I can still remember, and I can hear Wes saying it to me right now if you were sitting right across the way from me. We had Commissioner Sankey the day all you-know-what hit the fan when it was announced that Texas and OU were indeed coming to the SEC. And we immediately pivoted to, because we knew we weren't going to get anything definite that day out of the commissioner about the Longhorns and Sooners, but he was pretty staunch. He was part of that subcommittee that said, let's talk about 12 teams. Well, we talked about expansion with the commissioner, and he said, I'm good with 4. I'm good. And coming out of this year, you had 2 teams from the Southeastern Conference. You had 2 teams playing for the national championship. Why wouldn't you be good? Why wouldn't you be good? So now the ACC commissioner, who, how many teams did they have in the playoff?
0?
0.0. Full Blutarski. 0.0. And he's fine with no expanded playoffs. See, I expect hearing that out of the SEC commissioner. The ACC commissioner, when he goes 0.0, that tells me a lot.
Well, if you look at it, 2020, the ACC technically had 2 into the Final Four with Notre Dame and Clemson. So
yeah, that was last year.
The ACC has reaped the benefits of having having half the field, even though that half of the field wasn't in the final game.
I think expansion does need to occur for the health of the sport. And listen, we get playoff football on every level except the top level. I mean, I know bowls are a big deal. I understand it. It's tradition. But to grow the sport the right way, I mean, the NFL's not going to a 4-team playoff this weekend. So
No, they expanded it from last, like kept on last year's rules and all that.
Yeah.
And it's just an MLB doing the same thing, expanding a little bit more. More teams equal a little bit more money in the professional aspect.
Yeah.
But with college football, the one thing that D1 college football, the FBS, has more than anything else is how much importance the regular season has compared to other sports, and like even with the NFL. That you can get one loss.
But the biggest problem with that argument is not all schedules are created equal.
It never is.
And it never will be. So this is why you have certain events that I know I'm going off on basketball here, but George Mason was a fantastic story. Butler was a fantastic story. You ain't getting those stories. Cincinnati was a okay story. Everything fell right for the Bearcats to get their place at the table, but that's few and far between.
Well, there was nobody else to pick besides Cincinnati.
Well, Oklahoma State just mucked it up. I mean, they
death taxes in any year that ends in 1, Gundy has a shot and then just blows it.
It was because he cut the mullet. That's probably why. 256-576-4977. Only a 1-hour adventure today if you'd like to participate here on a Friday. I am heading over to Huntsville High's gymnasium I'll be on the call on the NFHS network, along with Austin Coletti and myself. A big one tonight between Huntsville and Sparkman. Looking forward to that tonight over on the campus of Huntsville High School.
That would be 2 of the 4 teams that were in the semis in the Huntsville Times Classic.
Huntsville
City Classic.
Yep. Yeah. Now, but even better news is Lightford's back playing for Sparkman, and Jamari Arnold is back as well playing for Huntsville. So full rosters, and so far neither team has lost in area play. Huntsville 2-0 in area play, Sparkman 1-0 in area play. That is, again, over at Huntsville High School. Let's take our final time out. Final call for phone calls on the other side on a fast-moving Friday edition.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Take your taste buds back in time with a trip to the all-new Bubby's Diner, offering a variety of mouth-watering food, from delicious starters to 50-style diner food and meat-and-free meals, featuring owner and Huntsville native Chris Bubby Belcher's family's homemade recipes. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 8412 Whitesburg Drive in the former Gibson's Barbecue. And you can enjoy $50 worth of delicious Bubby's Diner food for half price with this week's Zone Deal. On sale now online at 977ESPN.com.
Hey, this is Justin with the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill. We'd like to invite you to North Alabama's premier patio bar and grill, where at the factory, we have something going on each and every night. Monday night, steak night. Tuesday night, karaoke. Wednesday night, the Jeep community comes out for Jeep Jam. Thursday, it's bike night, the biggest in the valley. Friday and Saturday, live concerts on our 4,000 square foot patio, along with drink specials and a beautiful staff. What are you waiting on? We will see you at the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here. Baumhauer's Victory Grill is your big game headquarters all fall long. And with our new fall features, every day is game day at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Try our pregame starters, including our homemade onion strings, always fresh hot lips, and our all-new Buffalo Dippin' Chicken appetizer. Our main events include incredible chicken, fish, and shrimp selections, always featuring local Alabama Gulf seafood. And don't forget our Sunday Blitz, 11 to 6. Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food.
Get your Ford your way today. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and we've got F-150s in stock right now. We have F-150s on the ground so you can climb behind the wheel and take a test drive today. Plus at Woody Anderson Ford, our 2021 F-150s come with $1,000 in bonus cash, along with financing as low as 0% for up to 60 months with your good credit. This offer ends January 31st. To be clear, these F-150s are in stock today, ready for your garage tonight. Now let's talk about making a custom factory order. Not only is there no extra cost to custom order, but you'll get $1,000 off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on 2022 F-150, Explorer, Ranger, Expedition, and Mustang. Go to WoodyAndersonFord.com and you'll see how easy it is. And speaking of easy, our service department is now offering free pickup and delivery when it's time for your next Ford service. Ask about it at Woody Anderson Ford, the corner of Jordan and Sparkman. Look forward to seeing you.
The kitchen is the heart of any home. It's where the family gathers. It's where kids discover old recipes and make them their own. Just starting out or just now getting started on the dream kitchen you've always wanted?
I'm Chris Haygood, and from all of us here at Bob Wallace Appliance to the home builders and the homeowners of the Huntsville area, a heartfelt thank you for buying local. We're in Huntsville, Florence, and Coleman, and online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
Mark and Henry McDaniel, attorneys at law, are proud alumni of Madison Academy, and Madison Academy is proud of them. They have served our community through their practice, through volunteerism and service on national, state, and local boards. They explain the complexity of critical court rulings on local media. Their successful practice has been built on integrity. Both are veterans of MA Athletics and proud sponsors of Mustang football. McDaniel and McDaniel, attorneys at law. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
A wise man once said,
If you take care of old folks and children, everything in the middle will take care of itself.
Hi, I'm Danny Aldridge, lawyer in Alabama and Tennessee. In the next 20 years, the number of those folks over 65 years of age will more than double. In our golden years, the most important goal is to be treated with dignity and have control over doing what makes you grateful with those you love. At the Aldridge Law Firm and the Legal Town Center, we're dedicated to help you with these goals, and we'll be there when life throws you those inevitable curveballs. Let us assist you with your legal needs, whatever they may be or become. You may reach us by phone at 256-534-3188 or online with Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Just remember, we're here to help. Whether it's personal injury, wrongful death, fraud and cheat, or estate planning made complete, we're here to help.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A partly sunny sky this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper 40s and lower 50s. Overall, not a bad end of the work week across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures drop into the upper 30s and lower 40s as we head into the overnight. A mostly cloudy Saturday. The first half of the day on Saturday looks rather pleasant. Temperatures climbing into the upper 40s and lower 50s. The second half of Saturday, really anything beyond the lunch hour, is going to feature widespread rain across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
When we say local, we mean local, not Birmingham.
Loser.
We are the only sports talk station in Huntsville. It's all right here. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You've got a magical glow.
Final call for phone calls. Smokey Mike, Steve Moulton back here with you on a Friday edition of The Drive. Hopefully Wes will be back on Monday, and he has yet to come on to give his final thoughts of the championship game Monday night.
Probably got affected by them slippery nipples over at the Slippery Noodle.
Possibly.
The monkey what
an atmosphere. It was. I mean, it kind of looks like what you would expect, like an old saloon to look like.
Oh, it's a beautiful place.
But
I've been there.
It's not like a gigantic big room that's got a bunch of little small rooms. That first day we were in the game room, I showed up because Marty told me, we'll set you up in the same place. So I showed up and I said, hey, I need to get to the game room. We've got a table reserved. Yeah, that ain't happening. And I said, what do you mean? Marty's expecting us. Well, that ain't happening. And thank goodness the entire place was not open. Because the back bar area that we ended up on the stage was not open at that point. And thank goodness it wasn't open.
Yeah, because you know where you would have been if that was open and full? Out on that patio out back right there.
And that wasn't going to happen. I'm telling you, that wasn't going to happen.
But I love Indianapolis, and I mean, the way that they have downtown set up is just a beautiful, you park one spot and you go around. Like my family and I, we had tickets to the Brickyard 400 for the first 15 years that we went up there. Did all the race, they had all the race stuff downtown, so we did that. And then once I finally was of age, I was able to go into the Slippery Noodle and enjoy a few cocktails and all that.
Vegas burger. I'm just telling you, the Vegas burger, fantastic. All right, a few news and notes to pass along this weekend for your NFL pleasure. There's a couple of prop bets out there that I found intriguing. I will start with...
I'm always game to hear some props or any type of in the books, as I should put it that way. Like, I mean, I like spending a little bit of quiche to influence a little more viewing.
Raiders, Bengals, the prop bet that is at least nibbling at VEASAN, the fine folks on our partners at VEASAN, Is Joe Burrow not over 9.5 yards rushing?
Rushing target. Oh, got to go under with that one. He's going to be throwing to Joe Mixon more so as a outlier than anything else. Like, they're going to make sure, and plus that hand needs to stay healthy if Cincinnati needs to go to the next round.
Jamar Chase over 71.5 receiving yards.
I got to believe that's got to be under because you got T. Higgins and you got Tyler Boyd, and the Raiders are going to really be looking hard at Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
So
you ain't buying this. You ain't nibbling at this. Tom Brady. The prop bet for Mr. Brady, over 2.5 touchdown throws.
Over.
Against Philadelphia.
And playoff Lenny ain't in there yet, so yeah, most definitely over.
The one that is just like the prop bet has total passing yards, no matter who it is, for Tampa Bay. Total passing yards prop, 281.5. So if you go over 281.5, I don't. He's going to get that in like a quarter and a half.
You said any passer?
Any passer.
Oh. That one that's going to be on Nickelodeon is going to have that 281 right there with Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Cowboys get the Nickelodeon game. As a Bears fan, that makes me happy because I had to deal with that crap last year. And, well, that was the only thing that was entertaining because Mitchell Trubisky was downright awful.
That Dallas game, what Smokey Miker is referencing is the Sunday 3:30 Central Time with San Francisco at Dallas. Is this the last time we're going to see James Garoppolo suit up for said 49ers?
I think some trade market will he's got some trade market value still with him, even though his injuries are a problem, major problem. So Jimmy G, the playoffs are going to be determining his trade value.
My favorite prop that I wanted to save for the last one would be total passes for the New England Patriots at Buffalo this weekend. It has been set by Vegas. Your total number of passes, 4. They have been heavily influenced by what Bill Belichick. So the 4 horsemen, you got 4 passes as your over-under.
Seriously?
4. 4.
4. I'm going to go over because I don't think 3 is going to happen again. 2, no. I mean, Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson is a great running back tandem, but honestly, they got to pass more. It's the playoffs. It's got to be that way.
Tennessee Jeff is on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. What do you say, Jeff?
Steve, I just want to call and say congratulations. I'm real happy for you and
thank you.
And them awful Georgia fans. But
don't lump me in with those awful ones.
Yeah, Roy wanted to say congratulations to you.
Yeah.
They raising Cain around here. I thought I'd call in real quick. But congratulations. I mean, every dog has his day, and I thought about you Monday night. I although I fell asleep and had to watch it later, but that goes with being an old man. I just wanted to say congratulations, and Aurora did too.
Well, yeah, enjoy your basketball team. You got a heck of a basketball team.
Yeah, I think we're going to take Kentucky. They just got to settle down. They're not an outside team. They can't stand outside and shoot it like Alabama. Some of these teams, they got to go. They got to use the big guys, be smart and develop and go inside out. And they're going to be pretty tough. They're good on defense. Sometimes they just can't throw it in the ocean.
Jeff, enjoy it. I incidentally, my hound dog next door, they moved away. My next door house is on the market again. So you were right. There was no cure for a hound dog in the city limits.
The worst thing you could possibly do is have an inside hound dog. I learned that the hard way. It's great to hear from you guys. I appreciate y'all all year long. Thanks.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate the phone call. Yes, my long, I don't want to say nightmare, but that hound dog didn't care if it was 1 a.m., 2 a.m., if something was moving, and we've got train tracks right behind our neighborhood, usually stuff moves on train tracks. Anthony is on line 2. How are you, Anthony?
I'm good. How's it going, Steve?
Doing well.
Hey, congratulations on you boys winning that thing.
Long time coming.
Question for you. Do you feel like they got it all, seeing as how they didn't get the SEC championship?
That's fair. The answer is no. Not undefeated, not SEC champions, national champions, sure. But no, to answer your question, they did not get it all. Bama is your defending SEC champs.
So it's fair to say that it's going to be
fair to
not the champ almost.
What, you want to play best 2 out of 3? Is that what I'm hearing?
It would seem like that would be fair, but I was just saying more so in the future, if Georgia don't win again and Bama does, they'll have their championship, but Bama always be able to say, I got a piece of your cake.
Well, doesn't this lend to what Nick Saban has always said out of the gate, which is winning the SEC is harder than winning the national championship?
Oh, yeah. Because that team that won the SEC championship would have beat the team. That team that started that game, I think, would have won the national championship.
Yeah. It's Bama was the better day in December, and Georgia was the better had the better team that day in January. Pure and simple.
Yeah.
But I mean, you are who you are. But I mean, injuries happen to all teams. As much as people want to bring up Jameson Williams, I can remember a certain backup quarterback throwing to a freshman wide receiver, and nobody had a problem with that. So, but again, that was guys given opportunities that weren't given opportunities earlier in the year. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, definitely. One other thing I was going to say, I don't know why they want to expand this playoff just so lower teams can get some money.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. They just need to leave it alone. If anything, they need to go back to 2 teams. Because that is it won't make no difference. They know they can't even win. They even say that. They know that the lower team won't win, but they'll be in it.
Cincinnati did play better than I thought they'd play. I'll give them that. It didn't feel like that game was ever in jeopardy, but it felt like that was more competitive than I thought it was going to be. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate the phone call. That'll wrap us up for a very festive week. I still don't have a day off tomorrow. I got UH Charger basketball tomorrow. But you can hear that game over on Zone 2 with UAH taking on Union. Come on over and join us, myself and Scott Tyson, at 4 o'clock. Also at 4 o'clock on these airwaves will be Alabama, Mississippi State. That game will tip at 5. Talk to you on Monday.
Tom Abraham here from my friend Ross Roberts and his team at Valley Equipment Rental on the South Memorial Parkway. Did you know that Valley Equipment Rental is independently owned and operated by local folks right here in the Valley? They are celebrating 10 years in the business this year and have grown to